birthday when he was. And boy's ripped, isn't he?
He is. He's cut, man.
Look, you know why? You know what? You tell you why your wife thinks he looks good in his shirt or without his shirt on. His pecs aren't too big. You know your wife.
No, they're just defined. You're right. She doesn't like big pecs. She likes them defined,
pecs.
though. So she said, It's 6:27 at WEZL. Speaking of wives, Miranda Lambert, before Keith Urban, note on her Facebook page this morning from her smartphone. She said, I am in the blind with my hubby on my land this morning. I'm in heaven.
What does that mean?
She's deer hunting on her property with her husband.
Yeah.
He's probably asleep.
I'm sure he or drunk. He probably had enough.
She's the wild one in that family. I guarantee you she's awake and ready to shoot a deer. He's asleep in the blind.
Man.
Or the stand.
Speaking of wives, Rick's here this morning, which surprises me somewhat.
Why?
Thought he might be involved with, I don't know, some kind of divorce, homicide activity, something over in Hanahan last night after you made your wife drive that broke old truck up to work.
She called it a death trap in the email, if you remember.
I do remember. Rick was driving his truck home the other night. It was tough driving, pulling to one side, and he decided it would be smart for him to take his wife's car and leave her the death trap.
Can I just say...
So that she could go to school and somebody could go over there and fix it yesterday while he drove the good car.
Simply so he wouldn't have to mess with it.
Exactly.
No, that wasn't the case at all. No, you guys are lying.
And she was not happy about this at all.
I drove that truck all the way home from Legend Oaks the other night, and it was just pulling a little bit, and I had no idea that had I known that she would have so much difficulty with it, I never would have.
That's the way he was talking as he was reading her email yesterday.
I never would have had her do that.
Yeah,
but,
anyway.
It was a struggle for her to get it to the school.
Yeah,
and have the folks at the repair shop come by and pick it up. Mm-hmm. But they did, and it's completely fine this morning. They did a great job fixing it.
Did you do a whole lot of work to make it up to her yet? Did you take her lunch yesterday? Did you?
Huh? Oh, I cooked dinner last night.
Did you? Nice dinner?
I offered to go shopping for her. She didn't want me to mess with that.
Well, the truck itself, I mean, what was it, the suspension or the brakes locking up or the transmission locking up?
Those were all things that I
assumed
those are reasonable.
It would be something simple like he was low in air, the air was low in the passenger front tire.
That'd be ridiculous.
That's what it's got to be something simple like that.
Ridiculous.
So it was none of those things?
No, it was.
What was it, huh?
What was wrong? You said they got it fixed. It must not have been too bad.
Well, they had it fixed by about lunchtime. By the time they called me and said, "Hey, you can come pick up your truck."
What did they tell you was wrong with it?
It cost you a lot of money?
Well, it only cost $100.
Oh, is that so? It really wasn't a whole lot.
It wasn't very serious, no.
Did you have something like a branch stuck in the suspension?
That's
or something?
what I thought.
Yeah.
Originally, but no, wasn't that the suspension? The
what was wrong with it that you made your wife?
Was okay and all.
Transmission was good.
What was the problem with it? Why wouldn't it run?
Well, the official diagnosis from them.
Like you're going to have a second opinion, I'm sure, right?
No, it's running fine.
Oh, okay.
I had accidentally turned the from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive low. So I think they charged me $100 stupidity fee. It was $100 stupid fee.
I think there's a big sign up there. You can't help stupid. Give me the money.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Can I try to explain?
It's not. It's bad enough that he would, in his mind, think it was okay to let his wife have the death trap, not knowing what was wrong with it and that it could burst into flames at any moment. And then he drive her nice luxury car to work.
She had to drive it 1 mile. I thought it would be better for the truck.
Bad enough.
And not that difficult.
But to find out that he had just pushed the wrong button and locked it in low 4-wheel drive.
And then didn't know to get it out. How long you been driving that car?
A long time. I've had it 3 years. That's never happened.
Oh, you've never had to change it from 2-wheel to 4-wheel drive before?
It's not like I'm going out mudding in my Yukon.
Well,
Never had to do it, and I know exactly how it happened now. When I was leaving the wedding the other night, I had to pull back out in front of the clubhouse, and the bride and groom were coming out to sparklers. So I turned my lights off so that it wouldn't mess up their pictures while I waited on them. And the button for my lights, it's a round button that you turn, and the button for the 2-wheel to 4-wheel is a round button that you turn. And I've never had to turn my lights off either because I always keep it on auto. So when they were done and got in the limo and pulled off, I must have turned it back down to 4, and then my lights didn't come on. And I'm like, well, what's the deal with that? And then I turned the knob again, and they came on. So I just grabbed the wrong knob, and it cost me $100.
I lost $100 grabbing the wrong knob one time.